It's nice, huh? Alright, so I'm not going to bother saying the whole name of this bass. It's long and it's in the video title anyway. So the thing that brought me here was the new version of this bass is coming out with roasted maple neck and fretboard, and they are $500, $499 US for the 4-string and $529 for the 5-string. And I saw this one used at Guitar Center on their website. I had to have it shipped, so I bought it sight unseen for $299. And I was like, "Ooh, this is the limited edition, like charcoal finish, and it's metallic and it's satin. There's no way that this old phone's gonna pick up the color really well." So so I purchased it because this ticks a lot of boxes for me. Number one, I don't like Fenders because of some of the ergonomic issues. I don't like the 9.5-inch fretboard radius. This has a 12-inch, so it's nice and flat. I like anywhere from 12 to like 16 as far as fretboard radius. I don't really like single coils. This has humbuckers. It's got a whole active system. This also has something really cool in that the hardware color is all this kind of smoky chrome, like that. The knobs and the tuning machines, even the string tree, are all that color. All the screws are black for the pickups, holding down the bridge, the pick guard, all of that. These are the standard Bartolini BC size, so when you get a bass like this, you know what your options are for swapping these out. You've got Aguilar, Nordstrand, Bartolini themselves. The list goes on and on and on. You have a ton of options for if you don't like this. So I bought it for the look. You know, that's one of those things. And these stock pickups don't sound bad. I'm going to have some sound samples. But I can tell, here's where Squier quality control comes in. This first run is made of ash. This thing is heavier than my 5-string bass, this over there. It's probably 12 pounds. I need to confirm that, but I know that my Schecter over there is over 11 pounds. So this is probably 12 pounds, and all of it's in the body. You feel it when you hold it. If you hold it by here, it feels just like dead weight. But if you grab it by here, it's a little bit more balanced. I know that there's no way I'm ever going to have neck dive because this body is just a chunk. Also, the jazz bass shape lends to you having more wood down here, so it sort of weighs itself down that way. So they've sort of fixed that with the new run. They are poplar bodies, so I'm expecting a lot lighter. If I enjoy this, then maybe I'll go for one of the roasted maple poplar body ones. We'll see. Some of the fret ends are a little sharp. It's never something I'm ever worried about because you can just take some sandpaper to it. The finish on the neck is very light and not the best finish. But again, I'm not really that worried about that either. I have an issue right here. Specifically, this 11th fret, so I'm assuming that probably the 12th fret is a little too high. That's something I can have fixed fairly easy. Here's something that's a little bit more difficult to diagnose. When I put the blend control on this bass, right in the middle, the center detent, where both pickups are on, it sounds like they're out of phase. Now, this would be a wiring issue from the factory. And I don't really know how to diagnose that. You can take the journey with me where we open this up and see what's going on inside of here. From looking at videos and pictures, it looks like the setup of these electronics are a little bit different than I expected. I expected, even though this is called the Contemporary Active Jazz bass, there, I said it, I expected this bass treble to be the only active component, but it looks like everything's sort of wired to the active board, including the pickups. So I thought at one point maybe that I could just try to rewire this and use the same pickups, but I don't think that would work. So I don't know what to do. Maybe an excuse for me to swap some pickups and some electronics and see what I can get in this thing. So let's have some fun. Let's open up the back cavity and see what we got going on in there. What up? Alright, just to show you what we're working with here. This phone is messed up. Only this inside camera works. So anyways, here's what we're dealing with is 3 screws. I'll see you when I'm done with those. I can tell you that as I am removing these screws, it feels like nobody has ever taken them out before, which might be a good thing to say that nobody messed up this wiring themselves. It was like this from the factory. Okay, here we go. You get to see my reaction. So, there is a board, similarly to the way Ibanez has things, with a couple plugins for your active stuff. And then, let me see. These neck and bridge pickup are wired to here. Ground, voltage, and sig. I don't know what sig. Oh, signal. Ground voltage signal. So here's what's interesting is that the red wire's wired to the far right in one, and then to the middle in the other. That seems like an issue to me. I'm not 100% sure on that. Is that really coming? It's just a big bundle of wires. Like, it's hard to tell what's going to what. Alright, so the volume control is an alpha 10 kilo ohms. The tone knob here has a capacitor. I see it right there. The blend has absolutely nothing on it. And then the stacked one has nothing on it. The tone does say alpha. And it has a 47 microfarad capacitor, which is actually pretty good for something like this. Alright, this is a big hodgepodge, but I gotta say that the fact that it's black, white, red here, and then black, red, white here sort of points to what I think might be the issue. Yeah, I'm gonna try to swap the neck pickup and see what happens.